training games. We knew that the future was very bright for Ian, but we didn't know how bright and how soon it would be bright for Ian. 1-0 pitch on the way. Check swing. He went 1 ball and 1 strike. And perplexed is Xander. Opportunity towards the end of the season last year. 1-1 on the way. Little ground ball out to short. 8A's there, and he'll throw across to first base, and there's out number 3. So down they go pretty easily here in the top of the first inning. And Ian Anderson. Brave hitters will see a fastball in the mid-90s from the right-hander Houck. About 94, 95. Also a sinker. Throws lots of fastballs and sinkers. Has a split finger fastball. 2-2 on the way. Just missed the outside corner. Fastball 96 from the right-hander Houck. And a 3-2 count. Houck this spring, 1-0 with a 3 Red Sox on the right side, or 1-2 pitch on the way. That's lob towards the right side, right on between Kike Hernandez and Xander Bogaerts, and a base hit into right field for Ozzie Albies. They were expecting something on the ground, and he floated it right in between Hernandez and Bogaerts, beats the shift. It's a 1-out single. That'll bring Freddie Freeman up to the plate. 0-2 on the way. There goes Ozzie. Pitch swung on and missed. Throw down to second base. Head first slide by Albies, and he's in there safe. So Freddie strikes out, but Ozzie Albies steals second. He's in scoring position with 2 down for Marcell Ozuna. Houck strikes out a 0-2 to Ozuna. That's fouled off the inside of his foot. Still 0-2. Base hit means a run as Ozzie's going to be running on contact from second base. The helmet. 1-2 pitch on the way. Little roller foul up the third base line. Ozuna coming off an amazing season. He was flirting with the Triple Crown, finished 3rd in batting average. He's hitting .243 this spring. Does have a couple of home runs, including one versus the Red Sox. The organization. 2-2 on the way to Gonzalez. It's a ground ball right side, pass a diving Ozzie Albies and a base hit into right field. Turned around a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. So a leadoff single here in the second inning. No balls and a strike, and the offering on the way. Curveball missed inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. But I'm sure those two were so competitive coming up, both pitching and 2 of the best in their state there growing up in New York. Strikeout. And his pitch on the way. It's lifted into the air to center field. Coming over is Ender Inciarte. Looks up into the Florida sky. Throws up the glove. Makes a one-handed catch right over the logo on the front of his hat. And 2 down here in the second inning. Well, it's almost like the last day. And hopefully you fans that have not had the opportunity to see this ballpark for spring training, you get an opportunity to do that soon. Pitch swung on and missed. Fastball up and away. And Plawecki strikes out, and that ends the top of the second inning. Couple of strikeouts. 1-1 pitch on the way. Little dribbler right out to the mound. That'll be scooped up by Houck. Throws down to first base from the grass right in front of the mound. And oh, by the way, he's played a really good brand of defense. So he has made this ball club, and it's been fun to watch his bat from both sides of the plate this spring. 1-2 pitch, fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Swung on and hit well out towards center field. Jared Duran backpedaling, now spins around, and just shy of the warning track, makes the catch out in deep center field. So 8-3 this spring, and I swear it feels like every last hit has been against the Braves. He's been really good this spring. He sends one foul into the seats down the right field line. Comes over from the Dodgers with his heel shoulder width apart. Fans the glove in front of his face. Pitch on the way. That's a bouncer up there, about 58 feet. Curveball Hernandez. I feel like he'll be hitting leadoff more times than not this season for the Red Sox, and that's where we've seen him all spring. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and hit well out towards left field. Marcell Ozuna going back with some urgency at the wall. That's off the top of the wall and bounces out onto the berm for a home run. Kike Hernandez just bounced one off the yellow lining on the top of the wall, and it hopped right on out of here, and it's a 1-0 Red Sox lead here in the top of the third. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball out to short. Eddie Adrianza puts it in his glove, squares and throws, and 2 down here in the inning. That night. That was Saturday night. 0-1 pitch. Lifted down the right field line, slicing foul and into the seats for a souvenir. And then yesterday over at Charlotte Sports Park in Port Charlotte, Charlie Morton went 3 innings. He was brilliant. Ian into his windup in the 2-2. That's hit hard. This one's traveling well to left field. Marcell Ozuna back of the wall, curls off his route. That one's on the berm for a top of the third. Hernandez and Martinez both go deep. Both hit changeups out. Whip in Major League Baseball. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Right over the top of the curveball. 1-2. 2-2 for me and Anderson. Grounder off the mound. Ramps off into center field and a base hit for Xander Bogaerts. Spanked that fastball right up the middle. 15 feet up in the air. And then landed out in center field. Thomas Burrows up. Right back up the slope. Plant his right foot at the base of the rubber. And ready to deal versus Marwin Gonzalez. Ball in a black glove right in front of his belt buckle. A glance to second. Leg kick in the 3-0 pitch. A 3-0 green light and a high fly ball to deep right. Back there towards the corner. Acuna goes back. And this ball, and it's now 4-0 Red Sox with a power of 3 long balls here in the 3rd inning. And that'll be the last bullet fired by Ian Anderson today. A countdown with Dale Murphy and Babe Ruth both on there. Verdugo, a homer by Martinez, a single by Bogaerts, and a homer by Gonzalez. And that's where we stand here in the top of the 3rd. 1-2 pitch, just missed the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Into the box to this point, and with National League rules going back to the traditional rule of no designated hitter. Once those pitchers get some ABs towards the end of camp, there's a 1-hopper back to the mound that'll be taken by Houck, and he'll lob up to the first base for the out. Versus Acuna's father, Ronald Acuna Sr., many years ago in a Venezuelan league. 3-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball left side. That'll be taken by the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Throws low over to first base, but dug out on a backhanded snare in the top of the 4th inning. That'll bring Kevin Plawecki up to the plate. Plawecki, Vasquez, and pitch on the way. Popped up on the infield. Freddie Freeman, sunglasses on, looks up into the Florida sunshine and makes the catch for out number 2. So a strikeout 0 when they score at least 5 runs and 1-9 when they don't. Nothing here in the top of the 4th inning. 1-1 pitch on the way from Matzik. Curveball hit in the air out towards left field, over towards the line. Ozuna over his head. That'll 1-hop the wall. He plays it barehanded off the wall, triggers it into Ade Adrianza, and by the time the roll, he strikes 2 down. And the pitch on the way to Kike Hernandez. Ground ball left side into the hole, back end of stop. 2/3 of an inning. Gave up 4 runs, 4 earned on 5 hits, a walk and 3 strikeouts. Freeman with a soft roller foul up the first baseline, 3 balls and a strike. Sean Newcomb toss out. And the 0-1 pitch. That's a comebacker. Nice stab across his body by Houck. Squares the shoulders to first, throws over there, and retires d'Arnaud, and that ends the bottom of the 4th of Newcomb. That was back in 2014. 3-2 pitch. Nowhere close with that curveball. That's a 1-out walk to J.D. Martinez. That'll bring Xander Bogaerts this afternoon. 2-2 pitch on the way. Lifted, foul ground. Should be playable for Pablo. From the first base coach's box, he's under it. And he'll wrap that one in Florida. 3-1, hit out towards right field. Sprinting over Acuna. He'll have to play it on a hop just inside the chalk line. Glove spins and throws all the way to third base. Here's a 1-hop throw, and that is in time for the out. Wow, what a throw out of right field. Ronald Acuna deep down the right. Got the ball, spun around, put his crosshairs right on J.D. Martinez and nailed him. Another 2-2 to Riley. Ground ball up the middle, going hard to his right. Gloving now as the second baseman Hernandez plants and throws, and from the shortstop side of the field, makes the strikes 2 down. And the righty deals. Swung on and spoiled foul over the rooftop down the first baseline. Runners go. 3-2 on the way. He attacks and hits one high in the air, way up in the air to left field. A trio of Red Sox are there. This is Bogaerts, who's under it, and in very shallow left, the catch is made. So got 1-1-2 Plawecki. Little dribbler back to the mound. Spinning around. Playing it from the third base side of the mound is Vodnik. And weeks back. 3-2 pitch. Hit well out to right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Michael Harris able to bring Contreras to the plate. Pitch Pitch on the way to CJ, and that's shot out to right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Michael Harris down to second base. Will hold there. Throw goes all the way to third base. So a single out of CJ. 2 strikes, 2 down. York will be on the move. There he goes. Pitch on the way. That's clubbed out towards second. Right past a leaping Sean Kazmar and a base hit into right field. Rounding. Good effort by Sean Kazmar going to his left in a leap game at home for the Braves this spring. And a special thanks to everyone who came out to the ballpark this spring. It's great to see so many folks come through the turnstiles. Chopper to short. There's Downs. He takes it to the bag for 1 and over to Akami, and that's a